Hello and welcome back for the second part in our Ice Cream Mario Kart Cup. This time we're going to be doing Group B. Now last time, in our previous episode, we were looking at Group A. Now make sure, if you haven't already, to go back and watch that because
Spoiler alert!
Absolutely, this is a spoiler alert. There will be some spoilers in this if you haven't already seen that, so make sure to do that. The 4 players that you can see on your screen now are Tom, Craig, Jamie, and Steve.
I like the dramatic voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and thing to point out, with a little bit of drama, we kind of mentioned it on the start of the last video, as Luke said, make sure you go back and see that. We have a special guest in these 4, in Tom. He's not actually a member of Ice Cream Team, or Team Ice Cream, should I say. He is just one of our viewers from the chat that we've invited to come in and take part.
So, without further ado, let's see how these 4 get on in the second part of the Mario Kart Cup. Let's go!
It's the goal!
Hello and welcome back to Group 2 of the Mario Kart Cup. So we've got 4 more players. We've got Craig, we've got Steve in 3rd place. I'm going to come back to 2nd place in a minute. And we've got Jamie in 4th place.
And why are we coming back to 2nd place?
Well, the thing that makes 2nd place so special is because he is one of our viewers, our regulars, Tom Bamber, known as Sir Tom Bamber.
And if anyone watches on Twitch, that's twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads, then you will regularly see Mr. Sir Tom Bamber sat over there in the second chair along. He is a regular viewer, and so we've looped him into a stream, so
absolutely,
into a video, should I say.
The top 2 highest human players will qualify to the semi-finals.
And play the top 2 players from Group
A, correct.
Is it Group A or Group 1? Because you said Group 2.
Did I? Oh, okay. Well, I've been saying Group A and Group B normally, so we'll stick with that one. But yes, so it'll be... I'm going to refrain from saying who won Group A, just in case our viewers haven't seen them in the right order.
If you haven't seen that, then make sure you check out the previous video, because you will be able to catch up with everything.
Absolutely. But the winner of Group A will be playing the 2nd place, the runner-up of Group B, and of course the winner of Group B will be playing the runner-up of Group A.
So looking at this now, we are obviously we're underway in the first game in Group B, and just running through its 1st place to 4th place. So Craig, who is obviously on the left of the screen, he is in the top left corner as Luigi.
He is,
and then we have Sir Tom Bamber as a Blue Yoshi, Steve as Donkey Kong, and then Jamie is that a Koopa?
It's a Koopa Trooper, yeah.
See, I know my Mario. That's relevant.
Absolutely. And what's interesting about this particular track that we're on, there was DLC for this game where you could download courses related to other Nintendo games. And I don't know if you will have heard of a game called Excite Bike before.
Nope, apart from the screens in the...
Yeah, apart from it, so it shows. It's a very old sort of NES game, but that's basically from this race course.
That's exciting.
Hey, it is. I like what you did.
See, that's what I'm here for.
And these jokes are going to be on cycle throughout as well. Motorcycle.
On your bike. Hey. So coming back to the action here then, obviously Jamie's just been splurged. He's now down in 2nd. We have Steve as Big Bad Donkey Kong in 1st.
Yeah, Steve's doing well here. And he's also, until just recently then, he was keeping hold of his green shell, which is always a good thing to do in 1st place, to keep it behind you, like he's doing there. It just means that if anyone's behind you shooting shells, then it'll hit that shell instead of hit you.
Bam! Oh, Tom Bamber just smashes someone else and then
Oh, I think I just saw Tom Bamber shoot with a blue shell.
That was a green shell. It was one of you had 3 green shells rotating.
Oh, was it? I thought I saw a blue shell at some point.
Yeah, something came past him, so that may have been.
But then again, it doesn't seem to be hitting any of these guys. Maybe they're just not far ahead enough at the time.
Wow, Steve is... Oh, he's just been overtaken. Craig is now in 1st, but hits a banana, and Steve takes the lead once again.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fight between those 2 at the moment. In fact, I have to say that Craig, Steve and Jamie are all tightly contested, and so far Sir Tom Bamber just needs a bit of catching up.
He's just chilling out in the back, letting the others have their time before he gets...
Physical! And Steve's won that race.
Craig dropped down to 6th, and Sir Tom Bamber just about takes... he finished in 7th, he was chasing 6th place as he hit the line, but there we have first results, and this is how the points get broken down, as Luke just mentioned. 15 points for 1st, 12 for 2nd, and then we drop down to 9 points, Luigi in 4th, and Tom Bamber behind in 6th. Trying to read the faces. Everyone's got game faces on.
I know. slide from Jamie.
Especially Craig there.
And yeah. Intense.
So to reiterate again, Craig is in the top left as Luigi, Tom top right as the Blue Yoshi, Steve is Donkey Kong, very similar in visibility to what Steve looks like in the studio himself, and then Jamie, Super Koopa Trooper in the fourth screen, that's the bottom right screen.
Absolutely, and so far Tom is doing well on this one. At third, he's doing the best out of all of them, pushing into second there. And then we've got Jamie. Second highest speed.
Curse of the commentator.
I know.
Luke speaks up and then a shell smashes. See, one thing I noticed with Tom's is he keeps doing these awesome slides around the pitches. Not as someone that doesn't play much Mario Kart. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. I mean, once you've learnt your basics, these power slides are really important because you'll notice, maybe Tom will do it again soon, but as you're doing these power slides, after a second or so, little flames will come up from the back of the wheel. If you let go when the flames are blue, then you'll get a little speed boost, but if you keep on in that power steer even more, it'll turn red and you'll get an even bigger boost. So what a lot of the professional sort of really good racers do is overuse that almost. Even when you're on a wide straight, sometimes you can kind of do what they call snaking, which is using these power slides to get those little extra boosts, and it works out to be quicker than just going straight and not using them.
And now he's a massive bullet.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what he needed. He got hit by some shells then, which took him out of the race. Well, it looked like it the case, and now he's back up to third. And just as I say that, because of the commentator, but Donkey Kong's there parachuting down. So the mushrooms on Craig's screen, is that 3 boosts that he has rotating around?
Yeah, it's on Steve's, right?
No, I was talking about the...
was it the one in the top left as well? Yeah, like it's got now.
Yes.
They are, yes, boosts essentially, and obviously there's 3 of them, but it's important to time them well. You could either use them on a straight, which is a safe bet, but they're also really good for cutting corners because they don't. The whole sort of slowing down of being off the course doesn't factor when you're boosting. So, for example, if he had, looking at Craig's screen now, he could cut that corner if he still had a mushroom. And sometimes there are certain little ramps that only mushrooms can let you use effectively, if that makes sense. But red shells as well, also very useful, a staple item.
Tom just got hit by a shell just as and again!
Unlucky. That's so unlucky.
Absolutely brutal. Ganged up on him.
It's the most heartbreaking thing ever in Mario Kart, when you're seeing the line just there, you're getting hit twice. But anyway, wow, so it looks like Jamie is in first place with 27 points here.
Steve taking second with 24.
Yeah, 24.
Couple of results can turn everything around.
Mario Kart, anything can happen. And, you know, the good thing about Mario Kart, or the bad thing in some people's opinions, is that if you're doing badly, then you'll get better items to compensate, and suddenly, you know, you can get a bullet bill and a star or whatever, and you can come from 12th to like second.
I didn't realise that there was a weighting towards.
Yeah. So, you know, it's controversial, I suppose, maybe in some people's minds, but it certainly creates more chaos.
A level playing field.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is actually a strategy involved, I would say, in keeping close to the back.
So Steve just did a boost to start then, was that?
Yes. If you time pressing accelerate just right at the start, as the sort of traffic light counts down, then you'll get a speed boost. But if you press and hold accelerate from the very beginning, you'll have like a false start and you'll actually stall your car for a second. So
Tom just absolutely smashed Steve with a red shell then.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was some good play there from Tom.
Big jumbo jet flies across the field, and Jamie destroys a shiny thing. So what does the plant do? So Steve's got a huge...
the piranha plant, that. So it gives you a little speed boost every time that plant sort of jolts forward. You know, kind of boost a little bit. But also, obviously, you don't want to be getting near something like that as an opponent. It will knock you off course. So it's not bad.
Tom's just launched a red shell. That could be enough to bring him first place, and he's in pole position at this point in time.
There's quite a lot of green shell action just happening there, and still is actually.
Start of the second lap. Tom is in pole position. Exactly where he needs to be, considering the spread of the table, whilst Craig, who also needed a high finish, is down in 5th. Steve is in 6th as well, so that could spread things open for Tom, but as soon as I say that, he hits a banana peel and Steve has a double boost. Jamie in 4th, Tom down to 2nd. So
absolutely, I mean, it just keeps on to like twisting and turning all the time in terms of who's ahead and then next minute they're behind. But yeah, this is looking good for Tom so far, as long as he keeps slipping on bananas.
Someone cheeky just dropped one right underneath his path, and there was little he could do to get out of the way of that one. There's a silver, Mario. What does the silver do? Ah, no, red shell hits him. And this is where things start to get a little bit tighter now. 6th place Tom, 8th down to 8th for Craig, while 2nd for Jamie and 4th for Steve. But everyone is in very, very close proximity to one another.
Absolutely, it's a close race as well, definitely. But after one more, well, we're just coming to the end of the 2nd lap here, and I think he's got a lot to do now, Tom, to be honest. He's dipping down to 7th.
Whereas Jamie's got a boomerang.
Yep,
he's not even taking this seriously, he's picked up a pastime.
Quite good items, boomerangs, actually. They are a bit like your green shell in terms of...
Jamie needs to boomerang it himself. He needs a comeback here because he's just dropped down to 5th. He got absolutely smashed by something, and Graham's dropping the puns like a legend. But exactly as I say that, Jamie gets 3 mushrooms in 2nd place, and surely that should help him towards the finish line now.
Absolutely, yeah. And Jamie's been doing really well throughout. Credit where credit's due here. I think the problem that Tom's been having is a little bit of inconsistency. You can tell he's got the skill, and he has sort of pushed back to 4th here.
So he gets a mushroom here, which is exactly what he needs.
Look how close he is on the screen.
Piranha plant on his head, just as he was looking to get back into 3rd place.
Yeah, and that
whereas
was
Jamie gets eaten by the same piranha plant, now drops down to 4th. Tom's looking to bring it up behind him, just as he misses out, and there we have. Craig gets the 2nd place, so that's going to help his cause.
Yeah,
Couldn't see where, there we are. Tom with that unlucky destruction right at the end, but how does that?
Let's see. So Jamie, yeah, in 1st, but only by 2 points. Steve's in 2nd. Craig is in 3rd with 29. So there's only 5 points between Steve and Craig as well. And Tom had 19.
I'm assuming from the looks of things,
it did look to be the case. I think you might be right there. I don't think there's such a thing as getting no points actually in this. Although I might be wrong.
Nil point.
Absolutely, which unlike us in Eurovision. But yeah, Craig's got everything to play for here.
And if you're watching this on YouTube and don't know what Eurovision is, then don't bother googling it. There's no point.
No, don't recommend. Stick with Mario Kart. It's a lot less crazy than.
So Craig needs to finish a few places ahead of Steve, and as things start, Steve's already got the early lead. But it's very tight. Our 4 guys are in 1st and 4th place.
2nd, 3rd and 4th. I did see all of these guys practice on this course earlier, so they're all a bit familiar with it, which definitely helps. And it's quite a good course for beginners at any rate, not saying that they're all beginners. Tom said just before we started this that he has played this, but it was maybe a couple of years ago since last picked up a controller and played this, so he's a bit rusty, I think.
It's because of all the time he's spent on PUBG. He was in a stream with us just, I think it was yesterday we were live streaming, and he was giving me tips on this, so yeah, he's moved on from Mario Kart.
Yeah, precisely. You can't be amazing at every single game all the time.
Well, I can, but I just choose not to compete.
Absolutely, yeah. You wouldn't want to embarrass everyone else.
Yes. Myself included, but yes. So Tom clearly has something to prove. He's in 1st place by quite a considerable distance at this point.
Absolutely, and even if we're right in saying that he it may be too little too late at this point, he's still obviously impacting how many points everyone else can get. And I would say that at the end of the day, computer opponents still factor into this as well, although they've not been much of an issue so far in this particular match.
Steve has triple red shells and annihilates Craig with 1, and Link seemed to block the other one then. Was that Link?
I think Link is in this actually, so yeah, could well be. I was just watching Craig use the boomerang very effectively as well. He's coming into his own a bit as the tournament goes on. Having said that,
Tom's got a plant pot?
Aha, yep, so that would be the piranha plant, he's just not activated it yet.
Okay, there we go. Chasing 1st place, give him some big munch. Go on, get him. Oh, unlucky.
Just turned a bit too late,
but that dropping of the speed allowed him to take the inside track there.
Yeah, get those little boosts. And he's got a red shell, always useful to keep hold of. Is he going to use that on this?
Get out of there!
Yeah. So he's got 1st place now.
While Steve has 3 red shells, and Jamie and Craig both have mushroom power, at least 2. So Steve maybe in should I say Craig maybe in 7th, 6th. Whilst Jamie's using the boost effectively, moves up to 3rd, and Tom just gets struck by a red shell.
And a blue
there's
shell.
a blue one coming as well.
Unlucky.
Annoyingly for him, he actually got hit by the red shell when he wasn't in first place as well.
Exactly, I know. That's another bit of bad luck for him, I have to say, but it's close again and everything to play for. This is the last lap of the last race, and I think all eyes on Craig as well here, who's currently ahead of them and needs to
pass these two players, then he could potentially, depending on. He kind of needs to hope nothing hits him because Steve's down in 6th. Craig's finished in 2nd, Jamie in 3rd, Tom in 4th, and Steve finishes in 7th. Could that last place on the line, could that be? So Steve gets up to 40 points. So
it's looking like
Luigi by 1 point.
Wow.
Absolute scenes as Steve gets taken on the line and loses his place in contention.
1 point in it.
Craig just sneaking in there by 1 point, whilst Cooper Trooper Jamie in 46 points takes the lead. So there we have Jamie in 1st, Craig in 2nd, Steve in 3rd, and Sir Tom Bamber finishing in 4th. With, I mean, that must have been the most unluckiest run of the day. Everyone seemed to be against him. Clearly knew what he had to offer.
I'm still just seeing that moment in my sort of mind's eye now of Steve passing that line just when it was 6th, and then just for like a millisecond it switched to 7th.
We have the power of YouTube, so we may not be able to see it now, but in the video that you're seeing, slow motion replay.
Absolutely. You can see how, his soul gets crushed in his face. Well, yeah, so with that, we have our 2 winners, obviously, of Group B, which to confirm again is Jamie and Craig. They will go and compete against the 2 winners in Group A, which we will not disclose in this particular video, but you will be able to find out for yourself, obviously, either by watching the Group A video, which I recommend, obviously, before going on to watching the semi-final videos, which will be coming next.
So there you go. That is Group B. We've seen 2 groups now. We've seen 8 competitors, no, that's 10. 8 competitors become 4. Sounds that way. So there we go, down to our semi-finalists now. And as we bring the graphics up on screen, you can see that Jack, the first place in Group A, plays Craig, who finished 2nd in Group B, and Jamie, who finished 1st in Group B, takes on Dan. So there's your 2 semi-finals. Dan versus Jamie is the next video, and then semi-final 2, Jack versus Craig, will follow that. So if you want to see all of that action, make sure you hit like on this video, just because obviously you like this video. You do. Yes, exactly. And make sure you subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so you don't miss semi-final 1 and semi-final 2. And then after that, we're not even thinking about the final yet. That's still to come, so make sure you get involved.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Until next time. See you then.